Most people have given up on finding that brand new 5-bedroom home. But what if I told you that this 5-bedroom offers you a 4.25% locked-in interest rate at an affordable price? Let's see how you can get this home, space, and lock in affordable pricing. Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, a warm welcome to you. I'm Wendoly, your host and dedicated real estate advisor, bringing you the best deals here in Florida. And if this is something of interest to you, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. Today, we find ourselves in a community here in Groveland, Florida that offers us space, that offers us affordability, and that offers us amazing floor plan and amazing options. Plus, special incentives, which is something that we are all looking for in today's market to save ourselves money. Now, if you aren't familiar with the Groveland, Florida area, we are only about 40 to 45 minutes from that Orlando area. So if you're looking for the surrounding or the outskirts, this would be a great area for you. Maybe if you're looking in Claremont, but you don't want to pay the Claremont prices, this gives you a little bit more affordability, but it's so close to Claremont. It's probably about 15 minutes away. So you get the location and you're also getting affordable prices and an amazing layout. You guys will not believe the price of this home. I want to make sure that you stick around till the end because the price is going to shock you guys. It shocked me, and the incentives are amazing. Now, the home that we're going to see in today's video is a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom home with a 2-car garage. It has a beautiful curb appeal, a nice front porch. You have your pavers. My favorite thing about this community also is like it feels hilly, so it doesn't feel like the flat land that we have in some parts of Florida. It feels so nice, especially if you're somebody who maybe is from California or up north. You would definitely feel like home here. Now, the community offers us public water and public sewer, and there's a few amenities that we're going to be getting into at the end of the video. And this home is made of concrete block construction, and I promise you, you're going to love this home. Great location, and everything else just fits. Now with that, let's go ahead and start the tour. All right, this has become a great option. Affordable homes with 5 bedrooms. This is a steal. Now, when you walk in, we're gonna have, of course, a nice foyer area for my foyer lovers. 9-foot floor ceilings. You see that we have a 8-foot door with the glass to give us that natural light throughout the day. And when you come in, you're gonna have your first bedroom over to the left. Now, in this case, of course, they have it set up as an office, which they actually have it set up as a really nice office space. So coming over here, you can see this does take up a little bit of room because they do have the shelves, but if this were used as a guest room, it is pretty spacious and you would be able to fit a queen size bed. And if you choose to turn this into an office, this is inspo. This is an absolutely beautiful setup. Now, in this case, you are gonna get 2 windows facing the front of the home. And this is actually the porch that you have in the front. So you're kind of overlooking that porch area. In this case, you get your standard size closet with the standard rack, and you get sliding doors versus like your French doors or your bifold doors. Now, this bedroom actually has a bathroom right when you step out of it. So if you have a lot of guests who come over, or you have family, friends who visit a lot, then that would be a great room. In this case, it shows some of the different options that they have available. Right now in this floor plan, you're gonna see that they have these beautiful quartz countertop with the white cabinets. In some cases, they'll have like brown with white. Depending on what the builder chose, you're gonna have your undermounted sink. You have your nice black accent finishes with the mirrors, a shower tub combination. This kind of shows some of the finishes of the options that they have. So you have the tiles going all the way to the top, but you are gonna have that skylight bringing in natural light throughout the day. And I know you guys love the bathrooms that have the window. Now, in this case, this is a closet space for you, like a linen closet. So if you need to store anything for these rooms, you have that. That's actually a great feature to have, especially if you get a lot of visitors, because they don't have to ask you for towels or extra sheets or extra blankets. If they're too cold at night, it would be right here. Now, this door here is the entrance to that 2-car garage. So it would be coming in through here when you come home. And then we are welcomed into that social area open concept floor floor plan. I absolutely love this kitchen. This is more of like a luxury feel versus your standard floor plans. As you see, the finishes that they chose, you can see the color options that they have available. So this is gray, they have white, the countertops between the bathroom and the kitchen, you can kind of see what's available. In this case, the appliances do come included. You have your 42-inch cabinets with the crown molding, and you have plenty of counter and cabinet space. They have the coffee here, but you also have this section over here if you choose to do a coffee station over to this side. And then you're also going to have that pantry space included. So you have that extra storage. So the cabinets here, this actually has a pretty good amount of cabinets, and you also have the drawers included. The refrigerator is not going to be this one, so just keep that in mind. But you can store plenty of things over here. And then as far as the island goes, you can fit about 3 seats here, as you can see, depending, maybe if you want to do 2 or if you want to try to fit 4, you're able to do that. Now, directly in front of the kitchen, we are directed into our dining area. As you see here, they have a 6-person dining table. I love the color, you guys. When you come into this home, you just absolutely feel at home, and not just because of the colors. I think the layout, it like makes it feel like a home. It makes sense. As we continue on throughout the video, you guys will be able to tell. Now, you do get this large window included, bringing in that natural light, and then of course from the dining area over to that living space. Now, in this case, they have a sectional included. You guys know I love the ones that kind of feel like a square, so you're able to kind of set it up. If you're somebody who likes to change your living room around, you're able to do that in this floor plan, and you have plenty of space on either wall to be able to do that large TV. And you still have space. As you see, this is a really large coffee table, and there's still plenty of room in the living room. It doesn't feel crowded at all. Now, one thing that I didn't mention about this floor plan is that you're actually going to have the primary bedroom downstairs. So when you come through this hallway, rather than the stairs kind of being visible like you see in your normal floor plans, this one actually is hidden back here, and you have these 2 locations, I guess, of where you can go through. So through this door here, we are directed into the laundry space. Washer and dryer is not included. You have the Wi-Fi box there, and then depending on what they chose for the finishes, you may or may not have the cabinets. Most of them will not have the cabinets up here. You have space here to fit the dog bowls if you want to. You can put a sink here if that's something that you prefer to do. But my favorite part about this laundry room is actually the fact that you have additional storage. So let's go ahead and turn on the light and just take a look at how much space you have down here. And I'm actually standing up, like I haven't sat down, and it continues on over here. There's plenty of space there. So if you're somebody who has a lot of water and you want to kind of have a place to store it, you can do that. Or maybe you just want to set it up for your dog or your child. It can be a little library, different options as far as what you can do. We don't have basements here, so maybe you can use that as additional storage. Now, directly in front of the laundry room, you have this little hallway here, which actually leads you into the primary bedroom. So as I said, the primary bedroom is downstairs in this floor plan. It is really spacious. As always, I will have the dimensions for you. You are going to have carpet in the bedrooms, and then depending on what floor, you're going to have either tile, vinyl, or whatever they chose for the home. Now, as you see, the layout kind of makes sense. You have your 2 windows here. As you see, the nightstands are underneath. Like, it kind of just lays out well. And then you have your dresser here with that wall. So if you do want a TV or anything, you can go ahead and do that. And obviously you can lay out the house or the room however you prefer, but this one looks really well and it feels very comfortable. And you also have plenty of space to walk around with no issues. Now, one thing that I didn't mention is that this floor plan, this bedroom, actually includes 2 closets. So 1 closet here for him, and then you're gonna have 1 closet here for her. And then you have a pretty spacious primary bathroom. So through this door here, which right now it is technically an invisible door, it's not here, but it will be in your house, you are directed into that primary bathroom. First thing we're gonna have is the linen closet, and it is actually a pretty spacious linen closet. You're gonna have that standing shower with the skylight bringing that natural light, and in this case the double sink vanity. You're gonna have drawers and cabinets included. I love how they set this up where they kind of gave you space of where to put your towels and robes and everything, and then of course that private toilet. All right, now that's enough of the downstairs. Let's go ahead and see what the upstairs offers us. All right, now stepping into the second floor, one of the things that I love is that it has this light, the window bringing in that natural light. Obviously at night it might not bring as much, but throughout the day you have that. Now when you get to the top of the stairs, you're gonna have the second, or I should say third bedroom, but the first one upstairs. You're gonna have the walk-in closet right behind the door. And guys, just take a look at how big this is. I came into this room and I was like, I thought the primary suite was downstairs. So this is a very spacious primary bedroom. It could be used as a secondary bedroom. If you have maybe your family members living with you, one can take the downstairs, one can take the upstairs. You're gonna have a third bathroom here. So this bedroom is basically like a second primary suite. Shower tub combination here. You're gonna have your single sink vanity, and then you're gonna have your toilet, which is kind of more or less like a standard size bathroom. Now this bedroom is actually facing the front of the home. So you see you have your window here. It is gonna bring in the natural light. You guys know windows bring in natural light throughout the day. And then as we continue on, we're gonna go through the rest of the hallway. Now one thing I wanna point out really quick, this is actually an upgraded feature. So you see it kind of has like a sink, it has like your wine cooler and all of that. That's not included with the home on the standard, so it'll kind of just be like a open space here, so you can kind of DIY whatever you would prefer. And then we continue on. You have a storage car or a linen closet here, and then through this door is where your AC handler would be for that monthly maintenance. And continuing on through this hallway, we actually have two bedrooms. So we have a room here, a room at the end of the hallway, and in between we actually have a Jack and Jill bathroom. So when you step into the bedroom, again, the carpet on the floor, the ballerina slippers, they actually have this set up as a ballet studio. So if you like to do that, that's there. I can't do that right now because the gym, man, they hurt your thighs. But anyways, then you're gonna have the Jack and Jill bathroom. But first, let me show you how spacious it is. You can see the room is not small. You have a full-size bed and there's still plenty of space for you to do everything else that you need to do. And then we have that Jack and Jill bathroom. It actually has a separate door for the toilet and the shower. And then you have that double sink vanity over to the side on its own. And then each door will be there. As of right now, they don't have it. And then you step into the last bedroom in the home and it brings you back out into that hallway. Let me know what you think so far about this floor plan. We're gonna go ahead and step into the backyard of this home. This home and this floor plan feels like a home, and even more so when you step outside into your covered lanai where they already have it set up for you. You have this nice railing just like you did in the front. You have enough space to go ahead and put that table, that grill, that whatever you want to do. Even maybe put a little TV over on this wall. And you guys, as I said, this community feels absolutely amazing. It feels like, I don't know how to explain it. When you step into your backyard, you have plenty of space to go ahead and put a pool. If you want a trampoline or maybe a playground, you're able to do that. You have, compared to the areas that we've seen closer to Orlando, you get a pretty decent sized lot. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to give me a call. But I want you to stick around before you call me because I want you to know the financial details of this home. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, we have made it to the end of this beautiful home tour. I hope this home caught you by surprise as much as it did for myself. Now, as I said earlier in the video, this home offers us 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a 2-car garage, 2-story, a little over 2,600 square feet, and you do get plenty of space in your backyard. You do have plenty of space between your neighbors compared to other communities that we're seeing closer to the Orlando area. And the community just feels so welcoming as well as the home. Now, this builder is currently offering us an interest rate of 4.25% if you choose to buy this home with an FHA or a FHA loan. And if you are a conventional buyer and you want to buy with a conventional loan, you're looking at a 4.99% interest rate locked in for 30 years. And the builder is covering up to $15,000 towards closing costs. Now, the price of this floor plan, I know you're going to be just as surprised as me, is going for $489,900, which is amazing for what you are getting. And you are not too far from Orlando. Again, 40 to 45 minutes from that Orlando area. You got the Disney parks and everything that you need to do on your day-to-day basis is around the area. And this area is also a growing area. They're working on the downtowns. They're doing a couple of different things here. So soon you're gonna see so much growth in this area. It is a highly desirable area. And I wanted to come and bring it to you guys so so you can see what is available for you around the Orlando area. In regards to HOA, there is a low HOA here, which I'm going to have in the video here, and there is no CDD in this community, but you are going to have the amenities, which are going to be down below the HOA cost, as well as an estimated payment to compare the FHA and conventional price point as far as the payment goes. Now keep in mind, these are estimates of the payments. It does depend, you know, on how much you put down and different factors, but as of right now, this is an estimated payment. Now, if you want more information on this home, or you want to see how we can get you in a home here in Florida, make sure you schedule that one-on-one consultation with me so we can make sure to go full detail into how we're going to get you into that home this 2026. Now, with that being said, when you're ready to win in real estate, remember to win with Wendoly.